Yo, what up? It is the 3rd of October 2024. It is currently 10:10 p.m. on a Thursday. And, oh, let's say hello to Hugh. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved houses surrounded by trees. I planted lots of trees all around my house. But since they're all in the house's shadow, they got no sun and died. That'd be a good mechanic if like you needed a good amount of light for the trees to grow. It's weird that you don't have to like water them or anything. I recently got this really nice picture of a couch. I haven't shown anyone yet, but I could show it to you. Want to see it? Oh yeah. That couches too. My copy of Chillin' magazine came in this bag. See? You have one, of course. I'm so embarrassed right now. Not a very interesting story today, but it's something. Today I was playing on my other game on Rolfton. And while I was playing it, my game crashed, which has never happened to me before while playing this game, and I've played it, you know, for ages. Obviously, all of this year, I've been playing it, and it never crashed once. I did have one time when I had to reset, but it wasn't because my game failed. It was because my phone, like, hadn't been recording. Oh, the UFO's up. Gotta hurry. Luckily, we caught it from right to left. Yeah, we gotta quickly run all the way around. I wish I could easily show what the top screen looks like here, but unfortunately I can't. Oh god. There we go. Nice. But yeah, my game crashed. It's never crashed before. I don't know what happened. I think my DS, my 3DS, like, accidentally stopped reading the cartridge, which must have just made it crash immediately. Because I tried doing it again on that same game by just taking out the cartridge, and the same thing, like, I could tell the same sort of crash happened. And I used to accidentally crash games like that when I was a kid, because it's pretty easy to accidentally just, you know, press the cartridge and it just comes right out. So now I'm kind of freaked out that it's going to happen in this game, because I didn't actually push the cartridge out, so my 3DS just sort of stopped reading the game, like, on its own, I think. Which is kind of scary. All the more reason for me to accelerate the process of giving my old DS back, which, that is almost done. Hopefully. Hey, Gulliver. We've all heard this before. He thinks my head is weird. But yeah, that's not a fun possibility. Especially because there's 2 extended sequences every time I open and close the game where the game tells me, urges me to not turn off the power or, you know, remove the game card. So yeah, now I'm a little bit anxious that that's going to happen. I'm going to assume that it would only happen on, like, the boot up. Like, I think it was just that the cartridge sort of got, not dislodged, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, my 3DS is kind of weird with reading cartridges, like, in terms of putting them in and them showing up. But it would never, it never usually, like, takes it out while I'm playing. Did you think up the Igneous constellation? You just gotta stay creative if you want to stay young. But yeah, I guess so, Snake. Now, what flower was I up to? Oh, hey, Bree, everyone's here. That weird otter Pascal told me something really disturbing the other day. Excessive polishing can nick gemstones, but exfoliation is totally important. My age? Are you asking my age? Well, here's a question for you, then. What age are gemstones at their most brilliant? I'm just gonna highball this one. What? Okay, well, what am I supposed to do then? I don't know what that means. I don't think they... They didn't really model that as... That's a good question to ask somebody who wasn't a child. You lowball it and it's 15 years? Oy. just because I have no idea what the, like, middle of the road would be, I guess it would be the halfway mark between 15 and 25, so I guess 20? I guess that's safe. Definitely, 15 is definitely not my answer to that question, though, I can tell you that much. God. Wait, was there a gear back here? Oh, I thought I saw one. Like, I think that's meant to be for a kid, and, like, oh, the idea of being 25, that's like, you're like a dinosaur. Which, you know, that's fun. I mean, I'm not even close to that old yet, so I guess I would be of that, I should be of that mindset. Except when I become 25, in which case, that's, you know, prime of your life. I mean, it should very well be considered that, considering it's like once the moment your brain, I'm pretty sure it's well enough research that it's when your brain is like not full. I think no, I think it is when it's like fully developed. So yeah, I don't know why that isn't like considered the age that you become an adult when it's 18 instead. I don't know why 18 ever was that. I guess because like puberty does end around that time. Well, it varies obviously, but you know, most of the time, like, you know, your voice has dropped by that point. You're probably the height that you're going to be for the rest of your life, or at least close to it, except for, you know, when you start like shrinking. You know, you get facial hair if you can get facial hair, all that stuff. Like, by the time you're 18, most of the hallmarks of puberty have been, like, experienced. Unless you're, like, a really late bloomer. So I guess that's why, and they didn't really have the research for, like, the brain stuff. But yeah, you know, it's not... 7 years off, it's not really that... It's not great. I personally don't think, you know, people from 18 to 25 should be expected to make adult decisions. There's a lot of big things that you kind of just, you know, expected to do or are now in the seat to be able to do. I mean, hell, they were, you know, conscripting like 16-year-olds into wars back in the day, which I don't think they do that anymore. But I mean, you can't go into like the army right out of high school these days still. You know, which isn't, I don't know, I wouldn't do that, but I don't think I would pass their tests. I don't know how much I want to serve any country, let alone mine. Not to say my country is worse than average, but I'm just saying that I don't even know if I lived in like, I don't know, there's not like a utopia country to bring in as an example here. By the way, what's your blood type? No idea. Huh, you should have just made something up. It's not like I would have known if it were you telling the truth. I did that exact option the last time I got asked that in this game. Yeah, I've always... Maybe I've not always been of the opinion, but I've definitely, for a while... I don't know. I think that 25 should be the minimum age for a lot more things. Like, maybe this makes me a buzzkill, but I definitely think for, like, alcohol, I don't think... Well, in America, and I think other parts of the world, the drinking age is 21. Here in Australia, it's 18, which is, no, not very good. I mean, yeah, it's not a good thing to do to your brain. Not to mention that, you know, under, like, parental supervision, you can technically have alcohol from, I think, as young as, like, 16, maybe even, like, 14. I actually don't know. I mean, obviously, if you're, like, 12 and you have alcohol, you're not going to get, like, tried as an adult or anything. I guess you can't ever be tried as an adult for a crime like that. Because, well, you know, if you're tried for an adult for a crime of not being an adult, then you'd be considered an adult and then it wouldn't be a crime anymore. Stupid. Oh, is Peewee still sick? Oh no, he's fine. I really want to thank you for looking out for me. I know this might seem a little extreme, but I owe you big time. I got a little delirious there for a while. I hope I didn't weird you out. I'm gonna give you a little something to show you how much I appreciate it. Here, let me give you a parquet floor. Oh, cool. Parquet. I'll never forget what you did for me. Yeah, but I don't know how controversial of an opinion that is. I don't know. I think, like, in general, there's a lot of things that just, like, systems that just don't work very well. Like, having, you know, like, 12 continuous years of school from, like, what, from, like, the age of, like, 6 all the way up to 17. Which, those numbers actually don't add up, so I don't know where that... But you know what I mean. 5 to 17, I guess. When I signed up for the Happy Room Academy, they scored me right away. It wasn't a very high score, but I figured that I'd learn more as time went by. But I'm still not any good at decorating my room. I'm so bummed. I think it's fine. I've got a lot of pink furniture. I think there should be, like, gap years, though, in between. I don't know. It's kind of hard for any of that sort of stuff to change, though, because, you know, industries rely on new, you know, fresh blood coming in, and that relies on the fact that, you know, you graduate from school at a certain age and become an adult at a certain age. So a lot of this stuff is, like, ingrained and kind of can't just change. Definitely wouldn't, you know, couldn't happen overnight. God, I've got so much crap on me. And also, like, all of the parts have been on the right side, but one is missing still, so I'll have to go look for it. But yeah, I don't know. There's obviously, you know, creepazoids out there that think the age of adulthood should be lowered, but God, I mean, like, people are very, well, you know, it's a whole thing. I want to keep this retro stereo. I don't know what for. But yeah, personally, if, like, the age you are considered an adult was raised to 25, I don't think much would be lost from that. Plus, it is, like, I mean, probably not a quarter into your life, because most people die before the age of 100, but, you know, I don't think it's that bad. Like I said, it probably makes me a buzzkill in some regard. You know what? Maybe sometimes it's a good thing to be a buzzkill. Maybe without buzzkills we wouldn't have good stuff. I don't know. Who do you think invented cornflakes? Probably a buzzkill. What about, like, I don't know, gambling? Probably, actually, I don't know if a buzzkill invented gambling. I wonder what the earliest gambling would have been. Like, because, you know, I guess the concept of gambling is facilitated on a form of currency, but you could argue that a form of currency would have existed as far back as when we were, like, you know, going out killing mammoths and stuff. Actually, I think humans hunted mammoths, or like Neanderthals did at least. But, like, you know, A tribe has more meat than B tribe, and B tribe wants meat because it's a valuable resource. Like, you know, you could, if that's considered a form of currency, which I'm sure you could, if it's a good, you know, it's a thing being exchanged for a good or service, then sure, anything can really be a currency at that point. Trading is currency. Then you could gamble. And that's what I want to know, is what the earliest gambling would have been. I mean, all of that stuff. Earliest art, earliest, you know, like, music, like, dance. All of that stuff nobody would know. It'd be impossible. I mean, we barely know anything about, like, stuff from 2,000 years ago, let alone early human civilizations, like, what, 100,000 years ago? It's ridiculously far back. Alright, it is on. I prepared a pop quiz just for you. Which of my many bulging, burly muscles do you think are my absolute favorite? He's going to say all of them. Glutes. Wrong, man. Too bad. The correct answer was each and every one of them. Oh, it wasn't quite fair, eh? Well, yeah, I guess that was the worst quiz ever. Well, I did you wrong and now I feel bad. Here, take this and we're even. Thanks. A metal guitar. Cool. I guess I won that interaction. I mean, gambling is a whole, you know, different thing. Should it even exist? I mean, have faith in the heart of the cards, you know? I think let's see, how do I go about this, actually? I mean, obviously having stuff rigged for the house, is 99% of the problem with gambling. The 1% being that, you know, well, actually, I think it's not that big of a percentage. You know, there's still the element that it is just like inherently a bad idea to risk something for more of that thing because you've just got the chance to lose it all. Also, I don't have the 5th ship part. But, you know, you can... I think if gambling was always fair, then, I guess it wouldn't be as fun. We'll go over... I'm having trouble finding your last ship part. It's a good thing it doesn't ever end up landing in, like, the ocean. That would be pretty bad. It could very easily just be, like, behind a tree or something. Because, like, there's very little I can do to even see that. Gambling's kind of a problem where I live. Just in the... There's like a lot of stuff that encourages gambling. And alcohol. Those are... we have lots of vices. And those two are probably our biggest. Alcohol and gambling. But, you know, it's quote-unquote illegal like it is in every country, you know? Like, yeah, you can't gamble, quote-unquote. I mean, everyone... I think there's a little bit of a gambler in everyone, really. I mean, it's hard to deny the spirit of it all. But, you know... Whenever there's a thing, then there can always be someone who does it, you know, has it worse off, or does it more, or whatever. There can only be one most of anything, so... Yeah. I wonder if I'm the most of something. Like, of any specific thing. That'd be kind of cool. Well, assuming it's a good thing, I wouldn't be the most of something bad. Like, the most stupid, or anything like that. I don't... title of most stupid probably wouldn't... It'd probably get exchanged a lot, because I feel like the most stupid person would probably, like, die pretty quickly. Like, if you're really stupid, you know? Maybe it's... I'll tuck it up in this corner. No. Maybe it's behind the museum. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what I'm the most in. Oh, there we go. That's my, like, afterlife thing. Like, if such a thing exists, to ask... Well, first of all, what I'm the most, like, if I exceed... If I, in my lifetime, I exceeded every other person in a specific thing. And the other thing would be, like, a big statistics page that shows all of the things, like, all of the words I said and all of the, I don't know, swear words I said and stuff like that. I think it would be fun. Please, for the love of God, Gulliver, make this a new item. You've got, like, 5 that I've got left from you. I swear to God, if it's the Matryoshka again, I'm going to be so pissed. Tower of Pisa? Do I have that? Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Well, now I do. Cool. You know, the Tower of Pisa. You know, that thing that you can just carry in your pocket and that you can bring with you on a spaceship. So this means that Paris, France exists in Animal Crossing. Which presents a lot of implications, because I don't know what room to put this in. I'm sure I've got space in here. Please let me place this. Hey, there it is. I'll do the photo where looks like I'm leaning on it. Hold on. I can't really lean in this game, but you gotta go on this side. You can't lean. Well, let me like make it look like I'm pushing it or something. I don't know if I can even do that. God, there's a lot of sounds going on in here, isn't there? It's like an actual arcade. Can I make it look... Hey, it looks like it's proper. Well, that's good. Now it's like a regular tower of pizza. Oh yeah, I forgot that I got rid of... I don't know, I gave Skeleton Sam to someone because they wanted him. It's not named, actually named Skeleton Sam. But it's an alliteration. I'm keeping this in here for now. I need to reorder a Skeleton Sam. Let me go do that right now. Hoping that the game lets me, at least. Well, that's good that I got a new Gulliver item. That leaves... Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. That's alright. It's better than 8, which it was before. Yeah, what was I saying? I was talking about gambling at some point. I don't know if I was still... Oh, no, yeah, if having a... Oh, yeah, statistic. It's the big statistics page of my life. Yeah, I want to know how much of certain things I did. That'd be cool. I mean, what else can you really get out of the afterlife? I don't know, wouldn't you get bored of it? Like, even if heaven's real, like, you know, it's eternal happiness or whatever, but, like, how long can you eternally be happy until you don't care anymore? Like, it's very, I don't even know what number this is. I'll just, wait, let me find it in the list and then I can just estimate. That's another thing I think of, like, 240, of this hypothetical scenario of, like, what if you could permanently go into a world that's basically, like, pretty much indistinguishable from your regular world, but you know that it like, technically isn't real, where, like, everything is perfect and everything is just how you like it or whatever, but it means, like, leaving the world you're currently in behind and, like, everyone who's here. Well, like, it's like a weird, like, because, you know, you can technically be around the people you love still, but in like, the real life they wouldn't be. It's like kind of a weird scenario. I don't know, I didn't make that up, I know that's from something. But, I don't know if I would, personally. I just don't know if I don't know what that would look like for me. I think that's my problem, is I don't know what eternal, like, happiness in paradise even looks like for me. Like, off the top of my head, I don't know. I kinda... I like the ups and downs, I guess. Well, because the ups aren't as good without those downs being around. But if I had everything... I don't know, it's the same thing with being really, really rich. Like, would that always be fun? I don't know. I don't think so. I guess it depends. A lot of things today. A lot of things on the noggin. But that's gonna be about it for today. And hopefully the game doesn't crash while I'm saving here. Here we go.